This is Ohio Fish Rescue.
Perfect.
What the?
Okay, it's the third morning. They left the next morning, then the next day, and now this is the day after that. It's almost full, and I've been filling this with all of my fish water. I've been putting fresh water into the fish. It's like my first water change ever on the whole system. So all the old fish water is coming here, don't go through my filter. The new fresh water is going into the fish tanks. Could have had it filled quicker, but I figured this was better. Now there's no skimmer hooked up yet, so you're going to see a lot of debris on top, but it is clear. You can see clear to the bottom, and that's 8 foot of water right there. Well, actually 7 foot of water. There's another foot needs to go, and you can see it clear as can be. You can see the lights on. We've got less than a foot to go. We're up to the second step right there. And the water level, here's my finger, there it is usually, this is the step, goes up one more step, and then about an inch above that step is where the water level normally is. You can see the line right there, maybe 2 inches above that step. So, just wanted to get some progress here and show you. We did get the waterfall running. We were able to turn it up some. And underneath here, see how it's spilling over? See how that's taller right there? We put a piece of pool sponge in there, pool floaty. I cut it down to 1 inch, but it's about 4 foot long. I'd probably need to go 2 inches high because of the turned up volume. It's splashing a little more over there. But the rest of it's good. Zoom out of this. Like I said, that's all going to be live plants. On the river and on this ledge right here is all going to be live plants. Now we have had a problem. Right there, the pump cover, that's the pump housing, is over here floating. We have to weight it down so that it stays down. We don't want to stay underwater. Other than that, there's been no problems. You can see the waves, see the water from the pumps. But it's almost full. As soon as it gets up to my skimmer, which is down there under this rubber, I'm going to have to tie that rubber up so the skimmer can act properly. As soon as it gets up there, I can turn my heater on and get this place heated up. Then I can get in there and finish that rubber. I have to put some PL adhesive underneath the lip, this lip right here, and like a 1x8, or I'm sorry, a furring strip that's 8 foot long. It's 1 inch by 8 foot long. Clamp that up under there and let it dry overnight. Then I can cut off the excess rubber, so the only black you'll see is what's covering the top lip. So all that'll be excess and cut off. Then the skimmer will be able to work properly. And as soon as I get it up to temperature, we can start putting live plants in here and getting these fake plants back against the back wall. So we jungle that out. I'm sure it's going to look good. But I'm going to come over here. See how I spread out the waterfalls like that? Looks a lot better. I'm going to come over here. Right now I've been having this filter running because all that biomedia in there is alive yet. So what I'm going to do is take these two hoses that are running off of that spillway. I'm going to open up this waterfall area down here. To do so, I got to start and cut these pieces of wood with this saw and this board. Now, I'm going to give it to you in a cutaway section. I'm going to make this waterfall, but it's going to be in a video, so what I'm going to have to do is keep pausing the video and going from there. So I'll do my best. It'll be sitting up top of here. These hoses, which are running over to there, won't be there no more. I'm going to use this one blue hose. It's an 1.5 inch hose. It's going to siphon out of that tub, come over here, and I'll be able to turn the water up going to that tub. So now it'll be contributing to 2 waterfalls. And then in front, I'll get rid of this filter, and then that side there is running the waterfall. You'll also have one coming down here and going into this, going into the waterfall there. You see where a little bit of water's falling? So this whole thing behind the pool, from pool side to pool side, will look like this. Then we'll fill it full of plants. So give me a minute. I'm going to cut the wood up, and I'll show you exactly step by step how I done it. Okay, we're done with the basis of the waterfall. Basically, it's just a spillway. I took and screwed in lumber all the way around, holding it up, and now it's a spillway. We're going to cover this with a liner next, and I'll show you how that goes. Okay, now here is the spillway. Water can fill up here, fill up so far, and it only has this way to go. All 3 sides are covered with rubber vinyl line, or EDPM rubber liner. Excuse me. And it's good to go. Set that over here. Okay, it's later on in the day, day 3 after they left. You can see it's up past the 2nd step, almost to the top step. It'll go 3 tiles above the top step. So we have 7 more tiles, less than a foot to go. I figure by tomorrow morning it should be full. I'm still draining my fish tank water into it. 2 hoses draining out from all my fish tank water, and I've got water going into my fish tanks. So they're getting a full water change basically, and all the used fish tank water is coming into here. There is the waterfalls, and then here is the basin that I made earlier. So we got to get another one of these small little green tubs or something like it, a spillway like it, so I can have it over here, eliminate this thing here, and have my waterfalls coming back in here. But this is just a little update to keep you guys going. It is getting clear. You can see the bottom. It's got a little tinge of dust to it. Like when you look into the lights, you can see all the dust in the water. But I mean, I can see the bottom very easily all the way down. And that's like 40 foot away over there.
Alright guys, the pond has been filling. We are about 2 inches from reaching that overflow box. So we stuck this 6,000 gallon per hour pump in there, this blue hose, running into the overflow box. We can go ahead and turn the heater pump on. Now that is a System 3 Stay Right cartridge filter with a big, massive heater. There is a 2-inch outlet in this corner. You can see a little bit of air bubbles coming up where he's purging the air out the lines, but it's shooting out from these rocks. And then there's 2 lines on them steps. You see one there and one right over there. So this pool is officially heating.
Okay, it's the end of the day. Come out here to show you what it looks like at night. It's up to the top step. No, it's got about another inch to go. But look at the lights under here, the depth of the pool, the lighting over here. I didn't know it was going to glow green like this. I thought it was going to be all like a brown tint. But this looks kind of cool. And the water's clearing up. It actually looks dirtier with the lights on right now, probably because of microparticles in the water. It looks cloudy. But in the daytime, it looked crystal clear. There was no lights, reflecting off the particles. So another day or so, it'll clear up. We do have our filtration running now, so it is heating and running. So it's a step in the right direction. Oh yeah, see all the bubbles coming up? That's coming out of our filtration. The return's hitting the rocks and then having to go straight up. So I'm figuring by tomorrow midday or so it should be completely full and maybe even warm by then. My heater's on, cranking hard, so we shall see. But nice eerie green effect, I like it. Okay, good morning people. Big Rich and Tracy at OFR. Ohio Fish Rescue. I would like to officially say it is above the top step. Let me go over here and I'll do a little splash for you. It's about an inch above the step. We got about another inch to go. But it's up to the fill line all the way around. It's crystal clear. See how nice and clear it is in the daytime? And then there's still some stuff on top because the skimmer has just started to work. It's got a little bit of a greenish tint to it, but that'll clear up. Now here it is where it just started into the skimmer intake, right there. So it is officially full, and it's actually getting warm because now that the skimmer's hooked up, the water can go through my skimmer, go through my original filtration, which is down in that room back behind the couch there. It goes through a filtration system, System 3 dual cartridge system, and then it goes to a huge heater. So we had to replumb a bunch of the piping on there. It was leaking, sucking air, and it wouldn't prime itself, it wouldn't start. So me and Josh cut off a bunch of the, well, here, I'll just take you down there and show you. Hang on one second. Okay, this is the room. This is the furnace for that whole entire pool room. We hardly ever use that, maybe once every 3 years. We used it while the guys were here because it was 20 degrees outside, and we had to keep the inside at least 55, 60 degrees for them. So anyways, water comes in through this pump. Now you can see where it was leaking here. It had been dripping out of here and we hadn't noticed it for a while now. So what we did was we put new pipes on here all the way up to this new union. And we're able to tighten that, and if it starts leaking again, we can undo the union, take this off, and then plumber's tape it and put it back on. It was also leaking from here, you can see. So now we've got this on there, and that's on super tight with a lot of plumber's tape. And it's still, when it first starts, it sucks air from under here, so I need a new seal in there. But we put new piping on here, all the way over and down to there. So that was the only place we could cut it before. So, all the new piping's on. Then it runs through and over to this heater right here. This, the homeowner had just put this in before we bought the place. So, nice big heater. And then it goes back to the pool. So now, the water comes back and you can see where it's hitting the rocks. And it's coming up. There wasn't a hole through right there for the water. It used to jet out, but I guess the pumps will take care of it. There's a pump there and a pump there. It will push it all this way. And you can see the circular motion of the water. It is, let me stand perfectly still. See, the top is circulating. It is moving. So I figure by the end of the day today, with that skimmer working now, we'll have all this debris off the top. And it should be sparkling. Then I can go ahead, by tonight it should be warm, so I can get in there and cut off all this excess rubber right under the lip here, all the way across. I also got to fix the cap on the filtration inlet. There is a top right there. See the top of that filter? It's missing its cap. We found that floating. It's right here. So I couldn't put it back in while it was frozen cold, but by tonight it'll be warm and I'll be able to put that back in there. And then we have to fix this. This is a fake rock cover. It's just like this one right here. This is all, right there. That's all styrofoam. It's a fake rock cover, and that covers the skimmer entrance to get to that skimmer. So we have another one here that's floating out there that covers this right here. Well, they had glued 2 rocks underneath of it on the underside and then none on this side. So you can see it's floating by the one side. It needs another big flat rock glued underneath it to hold it down. Then it'll cover this and you won't see any of that. But again, I can't do that till it's warm and I can get in there. But it's coming along. You guys are seeing it. I'll work on this side of the waterfall today. Get rid of that wet dry filter out of there. I've already made the spillway. Now I got to find something like that bowl to set up here to run into the spillway, and then the spillway can overflow into the area down here, and then it will overflow out right there. And I'll have more water running to it, so it'll be an actual waterfall coming out. But this is real close to being done for a little bit. Now, when the sidewalls come in, we don't know when that's going to be. That's 4 foot right there. And that's 50 foot. So that's one roll. I'm going to need a roll on this side, 4 foot by 50. And then 25 there and 25 here will cover all the sidewalls in a fake rock looking type thing that they use at the aquariums. So waiting on that. And then I have to go and order some more of this flagstone here and do these steps so the steps don't look unnatural. They're going to look like a rock step, you know, that you'd walk down in on, like a cascading rocks that are made into steps. So then the only thing left would be this capping all the way around. I got to do that in fake rock, and that's on April 10th is when I'll find out about getting that fake rock. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but eventually, once we fill this all in with live plants all the way across the back there, 2 rows, one in the water, one out of the water on top, and just let them take over and grow with all this daylight that's in here. And then put plants all the way around the outside of the pool. It should start to look good. Oh, we also went and started clearing out. Now, if you guys remember, we had a bunch of stuff stored behind the pool there because we don't go back there much. Well, we had to move all that. I filled up my back deck with stuff and over here with all kinds of stuff. Well, we cleaned out, me and Joshy, last night, this area. So we need to move this plant, and then we got all these broken pumps here we got to find a place for and move this stuff. And we're condensing and tossing out garbage and giving away a bunch of stuff. And we'll be giving this tank away, that tank. This here is going to be a giveaway. It's a neon glow tank, and the silicone is actually glowing, and the plants inside are glowing, and here's some extra glow plants to go with it. We're going to be giving that away as it's brand spanking new, never been out of the box. I believe that's a 5.5 gallon aquarium with an LED light and gravel and plants and everything with it to make it look like this right here. Plus, you can add in these fluorescent rubber plants I got on top. So that's going to be one of our giveaways coming up soon. We've got a bunch of these beta duplexes. They're half gallon each one. And then there's also this one here is a regular beta bowl, and it's a half gallon for one fish. Again, we don't condone the use of these for betas, but if you're doing a fish show and you're going to show your beta, here's a nice little lit up thing. It lights up in 4 different colors here. Nice little show tank you can take away. Or grow fry in it, or do plants in it, any kind of grow outs. But we will be giving all them away. And there's, I don't know, 2, 4, 6, 8 of them. There's 3 more there. But yeah, we need to clear out this stuff. This we have to clean up, and then right here is going to set the bowl or the basin. It's going to pour into there. Then we'll put rocks around it and plants and get rid of that filter, and we'll be done. So,
all right, guys, you know who it is, of course. But today I'm here. This is our new 58,000 gallon pond. This thing's absolutely massive. As you can see, it's filled. It's been heating. Now, it hasn't been heating for too long.
All day.
It was been heating all night, but 58,000 gallons is not enough. But there was a comment on YouTube that I do remember till this day. I was talking with Ed from Team Aquascape, and he was talking about who was going to have the first swim in this pond. Now, I went ahead and commented on there and said, this is going to go ahead and be my first indulgence. Now I think it's warm enough.
Is it warm?
Not exactly.
No. But it's not cold.
But can you guys swim in your massive pond? I know I can. Thanks, Greg Wittstock and the Aquascape team. This is awesome.